I've been thinking about and reflecting on traditional values. Those are terms that are thrown around very loosely with respect to family values or leadership values. And I've come to some startling conclusions that I want to share with you. There are basically four fundamental traditional values that people talk about. The first one is obedience. And this is really power over or control or patriarchy or hierarchy, so that people who are above in the hierarchy feel like the people below will not revolt or overthrow them. But the problem in leadership is that if you have obedience without critical judgment or inner freedom, then you have a bunch of automatons working for you. And there's no sense of spirit, no sense of freedom, no sense that people can be who they really are. And so obedience by itself, without allowing people to think critically, to criticize, to question, and to have the freedom to be themselves, presents difficulties. Orderliness is the next traditional value. Well, the opposite of orderliness is chaos, and of course having some kind of orderliness in an organization is essential. But if an organization insists on orderliness to the exclusion of spontaneity or freedom to be oneself, then again you get that stultifying, crushing, oppressive organizational culture that does not allow for spontaneous or free thinking, which can be the difference between success and failure. The third value is cleanliness. Well, of course, cleanliness is an important value. But if you insist on cleanliness to the exclusion of the messiness of creativity and imagination, then it's going to be a sterile environment where there's going to be no new ideas and where people are going to be afraid to be creative or imaginative because they're going to be put down or dismissed or ignored. So cleanliness by itself is a value, but overstated, overemphasized, can create problems. And the last value is the control of emotions and desires. And this is because organizations don't like emotions. They get in the way. They're messy. It's baggage. It seems like it's irrational. But the problem is, without emotional expression or growth or competency or emotional mastery within an organization, that emotional energy is going to express itself in other hidden ways, whether it's passive-aggressive behavior or conflict or other dysfunctional, non-productive behaviors that are going to allow emotions to be expressed even though the organization is trying to suppress emotions and desire. So think about these. If they're balanced, they're good. If they're unbalanced, they can create conflict and problems.